All right, we're here. So, what I'm going to do is just like a recap of the past week, what's happened, what's going on, what's important in the world. First, I'm going to start off with something completely fucking random, has nothing to do with anything. So, I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was thinking about what's happening with this election and everything that's going on. It's just a crazy shit fight, and there's a fucking coup being attempted. By which party? I don't fucking know. But a coup is being attempted. So I thought, let's get in the mindset of some of these people that may be participating in this, either Biden or Trump. I started thinking about Trump. I'm like, well, there's shit tons of video of him. Sure, I could just look that up. So I typed in the YouTube some old videos of Trump. And I found this one here from when he was in The Apprentice. And I just want to show this one scene because it just shows the kind of mentality that this motherfucker has. It is... I'll just let you watch it. It's fucking incredible.
$1 billion-a-year industry, and I want a piece of it and sell it. The team that makes the most money wins.
All right, so a bit of a setup. He wants to create an ice cream company and then sell it off for money. The two people who can't, or who do it the worst, really, end up in this room and he fires one of them. This guy coming in, he has immunity for the week, so he's not going to get fired. The lady, on the other hand, doesn't. So this is very interesting.
So, Apex, you lost. See, now, Bradford can be a little bit tough tonight because you know what? Because he's exempt, right, Bradford?
I'll be honest with you, I'd be willing to waive my exemption.
Bradford, I think it's stupid what you said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to accept it.
That's fine, Mr.
And
Young.
you may get fired tonight.
That's fine.
Okay, good. See, this is what happens in life, Bradford. And I've done it too.
You can see him immediately start sweating.
Really stupid things. But you did a really stupid thing.
I didn't think it was stupid at the time.
No, it's pretty stupid.
It was dumb.
Robin, let him in. I mean, you're so stupid. What you did was just stupid. Ivana, don't you think what he did was really stupid? Made a really stupid mistake, right?
Perfect.
A stupid, impulsive, life-threatening decision. I think you're the best one in the room.
Thank you.
Bradford, you're fired.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
I think he's the best one in the room, but he made a decision that was so stupid, and I'm very happy with that decision.
This is the mentality of the fucking current president, okay? And he is tomorrow going to Washington, D.C. to say that he won, okay? Let's think about this scene for just a moment. We'll dissect it for just a moment. I'll move on to the other stuff. This guy, Bradford, or whatever the fuck his name was, he had immunity. He had it. He had a strength, and then he gave that strength up. And Trump decides this is what we do to people who give up a strength that they have. You're gone. You're fired. Out. He didn't fucking hesitate. As soon as the guy said, I'll get rid of my fucking immunity, he was on it. This is the kind of mentality this guy has. That if you show your weaknesses, you get killed off. When I saw that, I was blown back. I had to pause it for a while because it was just such a shock to see that. And that guy's the current president. I mean, holy fuck. That is a mentality and a half to fucking have. Jesus. So anyway, this guy's going to be in Washington, D.C. tomorrow with about 2-3 million people there supporting him when he declares that he's going to win. Fucking crazy. So this is a impressive fucking week that we are in. So a few of the senators that are going to be appearing tomorrow have given their little statement about why they're going to be voting no on the votes. So I'll read it out. Nice quick one. Get it out of the way. Okay, so this is on Ted Cruz's fucking website. Why it's on there, I don't know. But it's the joint statement from the Senators Cruz, Johnson, Langford, Denny's, Kennedy, Blackburn, Braun, and Senator-elect Loomis, Marshall, Haggerty, and Tuberville. Tuberville? I don't know. Anyway, this is what they say. Voter fraud has posed a persistent challenge in our elections, although its breadth and scope are disputed. By any measure, the allegations of fraud and irregularities in the 2020 election exceed any in our lifetime. And those allegations are not believed just by one individual candidate. Instead, they are widespread. Reuters polling tragically shows that 39% of Americans believe the election was rigged. 39%. Of those that are Republican, 67% of Republicans think it was rigged. 17% of Democrats believed it was rigged. And for some reason, independents, 31% of them. That's high. I did not expect the independents to be that high. But there you go. That shows how many people think this election was rigged. That's fucking crazy. Some members of Congress disagree with that assessment, as do many members of the media. Obviously. That's always going to happen. But whether or not elected officials or journalists believe it, that deep distrust of our democratic process will not magically disappear, obviously, of course. It should concern us all, and it poses an ongoing threat to the legitimacy of any subsequent administrations. Ideally, the courts would have heard the evidence and resolved these claims of serious election fraud. Did they? No, of course not. Twice, the Supreme Court had the opportunity to do so. Twice, the court declined. The fuck, man. So that's why they're doing this. All right, here we go. And last little bit here. Accordingly, we intend to vote on January 6th to reject the electors from disputed states as not regularly given and lawfully certified, the statutory requisite, unless and until that emergency 10-day audit is completed. So this is essentially how it's going to go down tomorrow. So they're going to come in, the senators are going to, the votes are going to be presented for each state. These senators, along with House reps, which 45 House reps so far have made public statements that they're going to reject these votes. So you get the senators and the House of Reps. If they both of one state say that they don't believe the vote, that's when this 2-hour go-over process begins. And then the election is halted. They go away for 2 hours. They decide on what it's going to be. They come back and put that vote forward. Okay? At least 12 senators are going to do that so far, and at least 45 House reps are going to do it. As of the moment, that may change tomorrow, but that's what it is right now. So, they're going to come back, and a few scenarios are going to come out of that. So either, it's crazy. All of this is crazy. Let's just fucking say that, get that out of the way. What's going to happen? When these guys come back, there's going to be a few scenarios, right? They're going to come back and they're going to say Trump won, or they're going to come back and say Biden won. Now, what I think is going to happen is that there's going to be, just throwing random numbers out there. There's going to be 3 that come back that flip for Trump, and there's going to be, 5 that come back that stay at Biden, and Biden remains the winner. At this point, which I'm pretty sure is what's going to happen, that's going to mean, I'm just making these numbers up, that's going to mean that the vote then goes to Biden. At this point, I do not know what is going to happen to the 2, 3, whatever the fuck million people are in DC are going to fucking do when that happens. We have a president who we just saw is fucking ruthless and will fight to the fucking death. Okay? We've got that guy in power with about 2, maybe 3 million people backing him. At this point, I don't know how that is going to go. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know if there's a scenario that comes forward where Trump flips all the votes and they go to him. I don't see that happening. But I don't see it being accepted by anybody if Biden gets picked. I don't see that scenario happening either. So, tomorrow is just going to be fucking nuts. It's going to be absolutely fucking crazy. And then we got him tweeting shit like this. I'll be speaking at the Save America rally tomorrow at the Ellipse at 11 a.m. So he's urging people, hey, not only is there going to be massive fucking rallies there, but I'm going to join some of them. So yeah, he's walking in there knowing exactly what the fuck he's doing. I mean, it is going to be a fucking crazy time tomorrow. Please tune in. I'm going to be doing a live stream as soon as it happens. Not all day because I've got to go to work, but for hopefully most of it, I'll be live streaming. And then tomorrow night I'll be coming back and covering what happened of the day. It's going to be unreal. All right, in other news, not related to anything at all. Aliens. Here we go. Harvard professor says alien technology visited our solar system in 2017. Harvard professor. Not only that, because if I go down a bit, because I fucking read this earlier, he's not just a Harvard professor, right? He's the chairman of Harvard University's astronomy department. The chairman. Okay? So he's got a book coming out quite soon. I don't think it says here when it comes out. But he's got a book coming out called Extraterrestrial, the First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth. I mean, probably trying to sell some books here. But anyway, he goes on to say that this object, Scout, right, it was first observed through the Pan-STARRS telescope at Hawaii's Haleakala Observatory in 2017. Researchers determined that it had passed through the ecliptic plane on September 6 from the direction of Vega, a star in the Lyra constellation that is about 25 light years away from Earth. 25 years, that's not too long. I mean, compared to the rest. Just 3 days later, Scout began accelerating towards the sun before it eventually came closer to Earth on October 7th, moving swiftly towards the constellation Pegasus and the blackness beyond, according to the professor. Apparently, what he's saying here, you can pause and read it, but I'll give the summary. What he's saying is that he thinks this thing moved as it was coming in around the orbit. And because it moved in such a way, he thinks that it was controlled somehow. And that's proof that it's fucking aliens. He also says that because of the shape of it, which if we go back to look at it, he says that stretched out shape doesn't really happen in space. What usually happens is they form like ball objects because the gravity is pulling in from every direction. So it's very strange that you would get a shape like this. It wouldn't happen. It would be more circular if it was an asteroid or anything like that. Not a perfect circle, obviously, but circular, whereas this is clearly not. And he's saying that what we have is these predetermined ideas of what exists and what doesn't exist. And he says that normal people have just kind of ignored this because, oh, fuck, it's aliens, doesn't match with everyone's fucking ideas of what reality is. So he's saying because that's too much familiar, that we're kind of just throwing it off. But what the fuck does this guy know? He's just the chairman of astronomy at Harvard. So, I mean, we shouldn't take his opinion too fucking well. Anyway, so this is the March. Couple of million people showing up to it. This is going to be fucking insane. Stay tuned for this one, everyone. It is going to be a fucking rough 24 hours. I do not know what's going to happen, but a fucking decent part of me is fucking ready to watch it all unravel right now. I don't know how it's going to play out, but I'm fucking interested to see what happens. All right, 3 a.m. live stream tomorrow. That's Brisbane, Australia time. So the vote should be happening 4 a.m. That's when it starts. So it may go on for a few hours. Also, if these senators keep breaking in, they've got 2 hours each. If there's 12 of them, that's 24 hours. So it may get stretched out to Friday. I don't think that's going to happen, but it very well could. And if any of those senators are approved and that 10-day investigation happens, then obviously it's going to be 10 days' time. But I don't think that's going to happen either. I think they're going to pick Biden, and then I think everyone outside is going to go fucking nuts. Let me stress this. I don't want that to happen. This is just what I think is going to happen. So yeah, it's going to be a fucking crazy 24 hours. So stay tuned for that one. 3 a.m. live stream. All right, don't forget, like, subscribe, share it around. Catch us tomorrow.